What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays, 4Ks, sometimes even DVDs. What we like to buy and own our movies and TV shows, and put them in a beautiful library, watch them when and how we want. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, then hit that notification bell so you can join this conversation, because that is the point of what we do. If you like this stuff, a like really helps get the word out in the algorithm about the channel, so please do so. So today, I am talking about my favorite, as of 2023, multi-film box sets in my collection. This is only a top 5, because if I did a top 10, we'd be here all night. Previously, I did my favorite single film box sets, top 5. You can see that. And the thing about that particular list was there was really only one or two studios that dominated the proceedings. This one's going to be a little different, and it's going to bring in some additional studios that we haven't talked about. So let's get into it. Again, there's nothing scientific about this. This is just what I'm liking right now in my personal collection. There are better sets out there, I'm sure. This is what's on my shelves. So top 5 multi-film collections in my library. I'll do really quick unboxings to kind of tell you why. Now remember, if you watched the previous video, then you know this is not about quality of movie. This is about quality of packaging of box set, the aesthetics of it, what's packed in the box with it, maybe the type of box it is, whatever. I'll talk about it as we go through the sets. First up, and you're going to freak out, you're going to be like, if this is your number 5, what are we in for? Again, my opinion, because I know some people really rate this higher than I'm rating it right now, but it's just what I like. And it is the Rambo Steelbook Collection. This features all of the movies from the beginning to the end, all in beautiful steelbook form. And we have beautiful artwork all the way around showing Rambo in each generation, you know, from First Blood through Rambo, through Old Man Rambo. It's all right there. And that is why I've got a few of these sets. There were a few of these sets put out. I believe they were Best Buy exclusives. I have the Batman set also. I have the Avengers set also. But this one goes the extra mile with additional cool artwork. And that is why it rates above those sets. Spoiler alert, those sets are not in this top 5. Because this one is the best of those sets, I believe. And quickly, let me just show you the artwork that runs through. It is consistent, so it's obviously of the same set running through. There is background art there. I'm not going to pull each disc out because, again, we'll be here all night. But I love that there is disc art and at least a little bit of inside artwork. It's not reversible because these are steelbooks. Beautiful. I like that this one's a little more comic booky, but aesthetically they do still fit together. And then I didn't do this with the other one, but I'll do it with this one. You can see that the art kind of runs across. And again, on the inside here, there's a little bit of artwork in the background, and we have some disc art, which is very cool. I love these steelbooks. These steelbooks are actually better than the movies themselves. If you're asking me, First Blood is the best, Rambo is second best, and then, wow, it kind of gets murky from there. Then Rambo 2, maybe. And then, yeah, Rambo 2 for sure, and then the newest one at the end, because the newest one is kind of terrible. Iconic artwork here, kind of re-envisioned for this steelbook. And this one, sadly, this one not as good as the others. So we've got Rambo, the second one. Oh, so wait, I didn't rate the third one in that list, I guess. So I guess if I'm really ranking them, it's Rambo, then it's First Blood, then it's Rambo 2. No. Rambo First Blood, then Rambo 2, then Rambo 3, then and then the last one. All right. I really like this one a lot. I think this one it's simple in its storytelling. It's not as overbearing as the last one tried to be. It kind of shows his age, but still shows he's a badass. I think this was really the perfect ending to the franchise. He didn't need to do another movie, but they did. And the only thing good about that last movie, to me, this one I'm pulling out for you right now, the only thing good about this one is the closing credits. Because, you know, I think about Rambo as a character. He lived a really terrible life. See, we're back to this cool artwork, that kind of parallax artwork that goes all the way across. I like that better than what they kind of stepped away from. So it's kind of nice to see, you know, he actually gets his redemption. Well, he didn't really need redemption, I guess, but he gets his retirement. You know, he's just chilling with horses and doing his thing, and that's how I like to think about it. So really, I would watch all of the movies, skip the last one except the closing credits, and then we'll be done. So anyway, it's a beautiful set. I really love this one. And we're going to stick with Lionsgate here for the next one. And this was a very close call here between these two, but this one is just a little bit better, and it is the Hunger Games box set. Now, this is steel books. Now, we didn't get a steel box, but look at this artwork. We get this beautiful spot UV artwork here. It wraps all the way around. Now, displaying your box set like this is kind of like, but when you're looking at it, it's just so gorgeous. And Lionsgate went to such effort to bring in female artists to do the artwork here to try and bring that sensibility to the proceedings, which makes great sense. It's what they should do. This is one of the best female heroes in cinema in the last 20 years. Little spot UV on the top there. And I like that they all line up and make an image. That's very cool. That always sells for me. Again, we have a situation here where the first one is the best, and I don't need to rank these because they just get worse as it goes. So, beautiful artwork here, and then we've got the different things here. On the inside now, I'm not going to pull all these discs out again, but all of this art connects across all these discs. Let's see. This box is a little more tender than I would like, but it's just a beautiful set. See, look at this. Beautiful. Again, very cool. I just wish this franchise had ended a little bit better. I think I want to revisit these movies soon and see how I feel about it. I love this, you guys. This is just so cool. It's so cool to be able to look at this while you watch the movies. Man, do you guys hear my stomach? My stomach is really growling. I guess I gotta eat something. And then the last one. Part of what happened with these is the last two movies got split, and they should not have. They should have just been one film. Should have just been a single film. It would have been a better story, I believe. All right, tell me what you guys think of these movies and of this set. See, we've just got this like the regular box here. Now, Paramount did something similar with the Indiana Jones set and with their first Star Trek set, except they used even worse boxes. This box doesn't feel as cheaply folded as the Indiana Jones box does. It's really bad, and that's why it is not on this list. All right, next up we're moving to something really different, but gosh, you guys, I love this set so much. Those were both 4Ks. This one's a Blu-ray set, and I'm okay with it. I know that these movies are starting to trickle out in 4K and other sets, but I just don't see how I can replace this box set. This is the House of Hitchcock Limited Edition Collection, right? So we have the Bates house there, and it's got a holofoil like print on it, and it goes all the way around. It's so cool, you guys. And then when you open this baby up, you get a little image of Hitchcock there across the box sets. And there is a pack in here that has cool stuff. This is our first pack in. Inside this envelope here, open it up, it's got like that Vertigo thing happening. There's a lot of stuff in here. Let's see if I can show this to you. I don't know if I want to pull all these things out of these little slippies. We've got this. This is one thing I really like that more studios should do, is not just give us art cards. I've begged for this. Give us posters. Give us the old posters. And you get those here. It's a nice thick stack of cards. We have for our stay at the Bates Motel. I would actually probably use this sometime for fun, especially during Halloween, but it's not to the right scale. This is going to be a pretty small doorknob, maybe to handle that. I wish it was a little bigger, but it fits in the box, so I get it. Then we get this. This is a letter. This is a reprint of a letter. I actually can't remember what this letter is. If you remember, tell me in the comments, because I haven't looked at that particular. I don't like to pull these things out of that too much. Let's see. What else do we have in here that I can show you? So we have the Psycho House, you guys. This is a very interesting thing. We have like blueprints there for the Psycho House. Very cool. And then we also get a little bit of Bates Motel stationery there. Little notepad. Most of this stuff is focused on the Bates Motel, and I get it. You know, it's easily his most popular movie. I don't know if it's his most successful in the scheme of things. That I haven't looked into it that much. I love that movie, but I also really love Vertigo. I love the birds. So this is a good retrospective of. Now I've made a mess. It's a good retrospective of his work. If you haven't experienced him, this is a good box set to sort of dig into. So on top of that, there is also a pretty nice little book. Now this is not your Arrow Video quality, but it's close. It is perfect bound, which is cool. The paper doesn't feel as nice, but there's good stuff in here. These things, they give you images of props and costumes, and they talk about the movies on that level, which is not done enough, honestly. I would love to hear more about props, costumes, locations, stuff like that. It doesn't have to always just be focused on the actors and the writers. Posters, all that stuff. So these boxes, though, once you get into them, they all have this similar artwork. And on the inside, I'm not going to open them all up because they're like flippers, like that. So they're not that special on the inside, but on the inside they do list the movies and that kind of thing, but you get that here on the back. I like this artwork. It's very cool. I'll quickly show them all to you so you can see all of the movies that are in this set. And this was a great bargain for all these movies, I think. And they're all on separate discs, which is important to me for quality. I believe when I picked this up, it was $90. I should take a look and see what it's going for now, because a lot of these movies are coming out on 4K. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I did get The Birds on 4K. I do have Psycho on 4K. I got those in individual steelbook form. I was going to try and go for a complete run on all the steelbooks they put out, but then they kind of just fizzled on that and went to the box set format, which is better. It's, it's more economical. Also takes up less room, so I get that. But when they do that, it makes me wonder, should I just stick with my set that I have? I mean, I know those 4Ks are gorgeous. They're doing a great job with them. But should I just keep this set and then, pick and choose the movies that I love the most and get those 4Ks? Because it's kind of where we are right now. So I would need to get a 4K of Vertigo because I love that one a lot. All right, now I got it back together. I was stalling for time, you guys, because I was struggling because of making a mess. So then this envelope there just goes back in the box. It's a beautiful, beautiful set. It's got a little thing there. I wish this was a magnet, kind of Vinegar Syndrome style. It's not, so the door kind of flops open a little bit. But that's okay. Still a beautiful set. And the problem with this set on my shelves is I want to display it like this. But that just takes up more room. But it just looks so nice. All right, so that's the first three. Now we're starting to get down to it. Next up on my list, and you'll be wondering why. But it's the House, the 2 Stories collection. They have since Arrow Video has since put out a different collection of this. I think there's because there's a third movie. There might be a fourth. I don't remember. I know there's a third. You can get that set, but those movies are awful. I really only want these two. And for the longest time, this is all that was out. I chased this thing because it went out of print before I could buy it. I chased this thing on eBay forever, trying to get it at what I thought was a fair price, and I finally did. So I'll be keeping this one. If they put House out on 4K with all the same extras, I might get the 4Ks and just replace them in this box. That might be what I do. Because I don't need all of those House movies because they're not good. I just need the first 2. So this is a nice hard box with really great iconic artwork. And of course on the back we get the descriptions and the extras. Inside though, so we have Blu-rays, but they're in a much classier, clear box. Extras there. And on the inside, of course, it's Arrow Video, so you know we're going to get disc art. And this has fully reversible artwork. I haven't done that because this particular artwork is what's on the outside of the hard box, right? So I haven't done that. So number 2. There's number 2. Custom artwork again. And of course there is reversible artwork on this one. But again, we get that same similar artwork, so I just haven't flipped. Now let's talk about pack-ins, because that's why this movie is where it is. It only has one pack-in. Just one. But it's this. Look at this freaking book, you guys. Up until this past year, this box set had the very best book, pack-in book of any box set I had. This is a hardback book. This is no joke. Huge book with tons of stuff in it. There's iconic imagery of the locations. There's essays on the cast and crew and the making of the film. There's international artwork, which, as I just said, I love to see it. I love to see the international artwork. And it goes over both films. Whoops, bumping the mic there. This is still, even though I've had a couple of sets come out lately that have this quality book, this is still top tier. This is still top 2 or 3 or 4 best pack-in books as far as information, print quality, everything. It is stunning. I mean, we're talking about a movie that feels like it could be a riff on a kid's scary story, and then this book feels like that too. It feels like the kind of book back when this movie was made that, you know, kids would have. So I love it. I love it so much. Easily still just one of my favorite sets. Even if the movies don't rank as high as some other movies, I just think Arrow did such a great job with this box set. All right. Now we're down to it. What could possibly be my number 1 box set on my shelf? What could it be? I think you guys are going to know. Anyone who is already a physical media collector is going to know that it is Scream Factory's Friday the 13th box set. Beautiful artwork all the way around. And this set had... I just dumped a movie out of it. This set had the best pack-ins. I can't even show you the pack-ins. Honestly, I'd have to pick the camera up and walk around the room because The pack-ins that I got with this set were a wonderful piece of artwork, a riff on the original film that I fully intend to get signed if I ever encounter anyone from that film, and then also a limited edition lithograph of this artwork with all the Jasons. Both of those were pack-ins for this set. You can't get those pack-ins anymore. You can still get this set, but the pack-ins those posters are not available. They're out of print. And I don't think I'm gonna pull all of these out. I'll just show you the first couple. Now, I know they're putting these out in 4K. Some of them, all these movies are not ever hitting 4K. They're not. So what I intend to do is just pick up the ones that I like, which would be the first one. They give us this cool artwork. If I'm only going to pull out one or two, let me just open them for you. So that's a classic artwork there on the front, and then special features. And the other thing is they packed this set with bonus features. All the movies are here, plus there's an additional disc that's just chock full of extras. I think most of you guys probably that are part of this community have this set, and you understand. The only thing about this is like, there you go, reversible artwork. Not all of these have reversible artwork. That's what I was going to say. The only thing about it is most of them do, but not all of them. And I really am happy they went clear case on this, because Scream Factory still does the Blu-ray cases sometimes. And it's just so funny, because we are so weird as collectors, because by the end of the life of DVD, I was sick of the DVD cases. And when Blu-rays came out, I thought, oh man, they're so cool, they're sleek and sophisticated. And then after those went for a while, and Criterion came along with their edge-to-edge artwork cases, I was thrilled. And now Arrow Video is doing clear cases, and then now some of the other boutiques are also doing clear Blu-ray cases, and I love them. I haven't gotten tired of those yet. Weirdly, I have, and you guys tell me if you feel the same, I've gotten tired of the black cases for the 4Ks a little bit. I mean, they look okay. I guess it's just because we're slipcover nerds, and sometimes when you get a movie that's a boutique release and it's just in the black case, just like what all the major studios put out, it's a little disappointing. Anyway, that is my top 5. I rambled on enough. Let me know what the top 5 multi-film collections you have in your library are. I would love to talk about them. Let me know what you think of my list, and if you have any of these sets, let's discuss. Tell me what you have experienced. I think for this one, I'm definitely going to pick up, I think I might have said it, but I'm going to pick up the 4K of the first one and of Final Chapter. Those are my favorites, and I don't know what I'm going to do if I'll just double dip it and have them on the shelf additional to this, or if I'm going to replace the discs in here. I don't know. I get so OCD about stupid stuff, and when you start swapping out discs, I start to feel like the set isn't as complete. It wasn't presented in the way it was meant to be presented. So anyway, tell me what you think. Am I being ridiculous? I probably am. I don't know if I show the top. Until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV at home. I'll see you guys on the next one.